was another miserable weekend for Chelsea. The loss to Wolves means they're now 15 points below the top four. And comparisons are timely because Pochettino has been in charge for 31 games, the same number of fixtures that Graham Potter managed before he was sacked. So let's compare then. Pochettino has won 14 games this season in all competitions, 2 more than Potter. Yesterday's loss to Wolves was Pochettino's 11th, as you can see, the same for both men. Chelsea have scored 54 goals, 20 more than under Potter, but they've conceded 12 more, including 8 in their last 2 games. Well, Chelsea have created almost 100 big chances since Pochettino took over. That's over 30 more than under Potter. Overall, Pochettino has a win rate of 45% since taking over at Stamford Bridge. You can compare that with 36% for his predecessor.
8 goals conceded in the last 2 games, 3 matches without a win. Chelsea are 11th in the Premier League. They have no European football this season, and they have no prospect of European football coming next season. Those are the biggest headlines, I think, of the problems that Chelsea and Mauricio Pochettino are facing right now. And certainly it doesn't match the ambition and the huge investment that Todd Boehly and Behdad Eghbali have made since they bought the club in May 2022. They expect better. Chelsea's supporters clearly expect better as well. It's a timely moment, though, to look at some of the statistics, because we've been comparing Graham Potter's statistics, who was sacked 10 months ago, with those of Mauricio Pochettino right now. And it's pretty clear that both head coaches have very similar records. Potter's win percentage was 36%, and Pochettino is currently at 45%. So why have so many big names struggled taking over the reins at Stamford Bridge? Well, there's been an awful lot of change in that time. The recruitment department particularly has seen huge change. £400 million on 13 players last summer for Mauricio Pochettino. £550 million plus in 2 transfer windows under Graham Potter. The recruitment has been huge and ambitious, but it hasn't quite worked. And a number of senior recruitment personnel have been brought in Todd Boehly's time. Paul Winstanley and Lawrence Stewart were appointed a year ago. They have ultimate power when it comes to all football matters: talent identification, coaching, recruitment, data analysis. And they have a stellar cast underneath them of some of the most talented and highly thought of recruitment specialists in European football. But none of the head coaches who've been in charge in that time have spoken highly of the recruitment process. Chelsea have had huge injury problems. 11 players absent at the worst times for Graham Potter. 12 players on the sidelines earlier this month for Mauricio Pochettino. But what is clear is that Mauricio Pochettino is struggling right now with many of the problems that his predecessors were struggling with, and results aren't improving. They're certainly not improving as quickly as Chelsea's supporters would like, and neither quickly enough for Chelsea's owners.